Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and we have Uber in review. If you have not seen my video earlier this week, you can see that we followed that exact same outline or that plan of a sympathy play that we saw with Lyft. If you dive into the Lyft earnings, you can see that even they moved after hours as well. Uber announced earnings today. It says right now 32.31. You can see that they finished right at 32. Not as much of a continuation, but you did see earlier this week, yesterday, we went from $26 all the way up to $32. Very, very healthy increase on the day. You're looking at nearly 23%. And we saw that same approach happen with Uber today. So Uber announced after hours today. If we scroll down here, you can see that they've actually got their earnings in here. They did a little bit better than was originally anticipated. I do want to highlight that they still lost a ton of money. We're talking $2.9 billion they went down. This is a very exciting play in terms of what we're seeing right here because they skyrocketed upwards. And this is largely based on hope. The economy's opening back up. They've got plenty of cash to weather it. The thing that does concern me about this play is this is very optimistic. So just when we started seeing the effects of this early February or late February, early March is the same price point that we are back at. So if we go on the outlook for the past year, you can see that they had a huge decrease, but they never really gained any solid momentum. And if we see a continuation of this play like we saw with Lyft earlier today, then what's going to happen is it's going to continue to rise going into tomorrow. And as you can see, we've got some moves going on right now. So the fact that this skyrocketed so high today, I mean, we're talking over the course of the past 2 days that Uber really, I can't do a full, but over the course of the past 2 days, we saw it going from 27.67 all the way up to 32.61. And this is strictly because the CEO for Uber said, hey, we've seen an increase each successive week for the past 3 weeks of daily riders. So that is how Uber makes their money, but I still want to highlight this is not a profitable company. They lose money hand over fist when people are riding with them, when they are taking their orders using their Uber Eats functionality. So they still are burning a lot of cash, and they will have to dilute this offering somehow, some way. So since that really hasn't been clarified exactly how they're going to do that at this point in time, I think that as far as for the immediate future, this is going to continue to be a volatile stock. So you could probably play this two ways. You can see that I've actually got a put option here for 515 at 29.50. This is not a recommendation, but it's something that I am doing. The options premiums haven't been adjusted. I think I'm going to lose a little bit on that in the short term. We have a big economic data announcement tomorrow, as well as Uber and Lyft do have impending lawsuits against them from the state of California alleging workers' rights violations and particularly surrounding benefits. With all of that negative headwind, is Uber and is Lyft going to be able to hold these massive gains that they've had this week? So this is something that I think you could potentially make that play on. So remember, these are not accurate right now because we are outside of Robinhood's hours options trading. So you can place options. So for example, if I were to say, hey, I want to make a long call on the 15th, that it's going to go under $31 a share, I can still place that by doing one. Again, I actually don't have enough cash right now, but you can still make that play, but it's not actually going to execute until tomorrow. So with that being said, what are some of the plays here? So if we just look at how they've been behaving on a week over week basis, or just over the past week, maybe even the past month, they've really been trading around this average 2-week average of around $27 to $28. They did spike up early last week into the near $32 range, and they finally crested that today. I do not anticipate that we're going to stay here for the long term. This is a stock that is going to see a lot of continued volatility. So throwing some puts out there I think is going to be a safe play. Just make sure that it extends in the future. However, this was a pretty expensive option, the one I bought at $1.50, so $150 a share. And that's saying that there was going to be a lot of volatility. Unfortunately, it went the other direction, but I have it for another week, so I'm going to see how they behave next week and see if I can pick up some money on there. Again, I'm not looking for the 1,000% return on this play, but I would like to see a little bit better than that. Overall, on the day, I was very happy. Again, we finished with 87% up based off betting against the market, so I'd like to see that continue tomorrow. So let me know in the comments below if we're looking at Uber, if we're talking about Lyft. Are you going to be making a play there? What's your opinion on that? Are they good companies? Do you want to be with them long term? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this content helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.